You're listening to an encore presentation of Life Talk with Wade Sorokin. Highlights of previous shows featuring special guests and open line discussions. Since this is a pre-recorded presentation, please do not call. And now, Life Talk with Wade Sorokin on AM 930, The Light.
Well, famed American animal expert and television host Jack Hanna is in Alberta, filming in the province for the upcoming season of his children's show. Hanna's 5-member crew will be in the province for about a week recording for the upcoming fall season of Into the Wild. Now, the show is a family-oriented animal program that last year won an Emmy Award. Hanna is expected to put together 3 or 4 episodes based on Alberta. Now, Hanna has been a guest on Good Morning America, The Late Show with David Letterman, and Larry King Live. He was the host of Jack Hanna's Animal Adventures and is the director emeritus of the Columbus Zoo in Ohio. And we welcome him on the program right now, Jack Hanna. Welcome to the program.
Oh, good to be here. How you doing?
Hey, doing well, thank you. If I felt any better, I'd be filming all the wildlife in Alberta. Is that a reason why you're here? Is there a lot to see in Alberta?
Yeah, I traveled to Alberta, brought us here, and you said about 4 shows. You might even have 5 shows. We've had such a luck here and such a beautiful, magnificent province you have here. I mean, Alberta, I live right south of here in Big Fork, Montana, right south of Glacier National Park, which we share, obviously, the 2 countries. And it's just been an experience of a lifetime. I was here in Calgary in this area about 4 years ago, and then I was here in Banff, Lake Louise in 1986. So I've been back several times. I regularly visit Waterton 3 or 4 times a summer to hike.
Okay, so what are you hoping to observe here in Alberta? What kind of wildlife?
We've got a couple of days left. Right now, we started off in Waterton, which is, I call it, probably one of the most picturesque villages in the entire, not just North American continent, and probably in the world. I mean, I'm sure there's places in Switzerland, Africa I've been to, but this Waterton is just phenomenal. We did some deer stories there, how they're downtown, and in the beautiful scenery there. We also then went on up to the head smashed in Buffalo Jump. You know about that?
Oh, yes.
Well, I lived in Montana for 20-something years, and before I went to Big Fork, I lived in right next to a Buffalo Jump, and people just say, hey, there's a buffalo. They run off the hill, and that's how the Native Americans supplied their food. But I never knew the entire situation or story about it until I went there, and it's just phenomenal, that beautiful place. It's a heritage site as well for you folks, but I love the head smashed in Buffalo Jump to understand it. If it hadn't been for the bison buffalo, the Blackfoot, as well as many of the Native Americans, would not be here. It's probably as a white man wouldn't be here. In the Calgary Zoo, we spent a day there, and we got a whole show in one day. I've been in the zoo business almost 35 years, and I must say the Calgary Zoo ranks in the top 10, I think, of not just in the country, probably in the world. It's just what a day there with the new African Plains exhibit. They have the new African exhibit, the gorilla exhibit. We have one of the largest collections of gorillas in the world at our zoo in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
But this zoo here is phenomenal. The North American habitat, we were just taken back by, I think we get a segment or two. We got a whole show there.
Yeah.
Then we went on down to Home Place Ranch outside of Calgary. So you heard of that? It's a dude. It's like they call it guest ranches here.
Sure.
But it's where a gentleman is like the horse whisperer. I mean, phenomenal man there in Mac and that owns it. And we just had an entire day there and night with the campfires going out in the mountains there overlooking the Rockies with all these horses. Couldn't tell you how enjoyable that was for a segment. And then went to Banff. The Mount Engadine Lodge up there where we filmed if you haven't ever been there, you folks got to go there. It's up there in Mount Engadine Lodge is above Cameron, I think it's called, up in the mountains there, and the moose have a lick there. It's like a big mud hole where they get their minerals from, and every single night we got there's no moose. Then all of a sudden 1 moose, 2 moose, 3, 4 moose with baby. Moose every single night here as they come in to get their minerals at this place right where the lodge is. And then we went to Discovery Wildlife Center today, in right outside of Innispell, right?
Yep.
Went there, and that place was incredible as far as the great work those folks do with animals that zoological parks may no longer have a home for or a place where some are injured, and they just do a great job in education there as far as they're educating about the bear and that type of thing. So
sure.
That said, now we're at the Medicine River Wildlife Center here in Spruce View, Alberta, near Red Deer,
yep.
Redtail, sorry. Near in this beautiful wildlife center here, where they do so much great work with birds. They have over 200 birds here that are hit by cars, lightning, and power lines. And so we're doing a story about that. And then we go to the dinosaur park tomorrow. You know about that, don't you?
The dinosaur, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to feed them about 12 noon for me. Yep.
Good.
So that's going to be fun. Then we're going to do some rattlesnake stuff and head back down into Waterton and back into Montana.
Wow. That sounds like a whirlwind. Really appreciate you being on the program today, and enjoy the rest of your stay here.
I'm coming back to Alberta when I get back in Montana. 48 hours now, I'll come back up here to have a vacation.
Sure, we'd welcome that.
All right.
And we'll look forward to watching Into the Wild and seeing Alberta on that program.
Thanks a lot. You'll see it.
All right, thank you. There's American animal expert Jack Hanna